In a world where crime was built on fear, one man built it on finance. His name was Meyer Lansky, the quiet genius behind America's criminal empire. While others pulled triggers, Meyer pulled strings and balanced the books of the underworld. He was born Meyer Lansky in 1902 in a small Polish town, a poor Jewish boy, escaping persecution, chasing the promise of America. But the Lower East Side of Manhattan offered no promise, only survival. He learned English from street corners, numbers from dice games, and life from watching the men who controlled the streets with fear. While other kids dreamed of riches, Meyer studied how it all worked. He saw that crime had patterns, just like math. Every risk had a ratio, every deal an equation. Where most men saw chaos, he saw order. It was on those streets that he met Benjamin Bugsy Siegel, a wild, fearless kid with fire in his eyes. They became brothers, the brain and the bullet. Together, they ran small-time rackets dice games, protection schemes, bootlegging runs. Bugsy provided muscle, Meyer the method. When Prohibition hit, their world exploded. Liquor, money, and opportunity flooded the streets. While others fought for territory, Lansky built networks. He preferred partnerships over wars, systems over chaos. He understood that crime could be managed like a corporation, efficient, controlled, and profitable. By the 1,930 seconds, New York was bleeding from endless gang wars, bodies in alleys, betrayal in every corner. Meyer saw the end coming, unless someone changed the game. So he turned to his old friend, Charles Lucky Luciano. Together, they created something that changed organized crime forever. The Commission, a governing body for the underworld, a national board of directors. No more street wars, no more ego battles. The mafia would operate like a business with Meyer as its silent accountant. He designed the mob's financial system from the ground up. Money flowed from casinos, racetracks, construction companies, all washed clean before reaching the bosses. He knew how to make millions disappear on paper, leaving no trail for the government to follow. Where others ruled through violence, Lansky ruled through precision. But Meyer wasn't satisfied. He wanted an empire that stretched beyond America, and he found his paradise in Cuba. With dictator Fulgencio Batista on his side, Lansky transformed Havana into the mob's playground. Luxury hotels, glittering casinos, stars from Hollywood and Washington all flocked to his island kingdom. The Riviera Hotel stood as his masterpiece: marble floors, golden lights, and games that never stopped. Cuba was Las Vegas before Las Vegas. For a moment, he had it all. The money, the power, the respect, without firing a single shot. But paradise doesn't last. In 1959, Fidel Castro's revolution swept through Havana. Batista fled, and with him went Lansky's empire. The casinos were seized, the money gone, the dream destroyed overnight. Lansky returned to America, older, quieter, and hunted. He sought refuge in Israel, claiming the right of return for Jewish citizens. But even there, he was denied. The U.S. government wanted him back. Reporters called him the mob's accountant. To the public, he was a mystery, the man who knew too much, who controlled everything yet owned nothing. He kept no lavish mansions, no fancy cars. He lived simply, invisibly, and that made him even more dangerous. By the 1,970 seconds, the empire had shifted. The old guard was dying out, and Meyer Lansky was fading with them. When he passed away in 1983, the government found less than $60,000 to his name. But everyone knew the real fortune had vanished long before. He never spent a single day in prison for his greatest crimes. He outlived nearly everyone who ever crossed him. And when he died, he took the mob's secrets with him. Meyer Lansky proved that power doesn't always belong to the man with the gun. Sometimes it belongs to the man who understands the numbers. He turned organized crime into organized business. He was the shadow behind the mob's success, the architect of an empire built on silence and calculation. His legacy lives on not in alleyways or smoky bars, but in offshore accounts, shell companies, and complex financial webs that stretch across the modern world. The same principles he pioneered still fuel the hidden economy today. Meyer Lansky, the mob's financial genius, the man who made crime a corporation, and money his weapon of choice.